guys, welcome back to the Cherish Ball League. It's week 7, and Commander and Conquer is taking on Doncolbus, coach of the Charleston Chesnaughts. Now, you might remember last time I said our opponent and myself were the only undefeated people. I forgot about Doncolbus. That's on me. But Doncolbus is also undefeated now. The goal is to change that, obviously. You can see his team there. His Terra captains are Inteleon, Celebi, and Lycanroc Midnight. And his Scizor and Inteleon in particular have been on a bit of a murder spree in this league. So those are his primary threats. Everything else is sort of iffy on damage it'll do, but I mean, it's there. We can't discredit any of them. But hey, let's get right into the team. Starting off, we have Froggy, our Lomomola, rocking an Assault Vest this week with Regenerator, of course, with Flip Turn, Mirror Coat, Scald, and Knock Off. This is our number one answer for that Inteleon. We don't really have anything that can fight it off easily. His only way of getting through this is potentially Terra Electric with a Choice Specs, but even then, we are bulky enough that we should live most of the time, and then just Mirror Coat and slaughter it. Outside of that, though, we do have Scald, Knock Off, and Flip Turn, of course. Flip Turn to get around, Scald for just some damage, maybe we'll burn something, Knock Off is just a good move. Our goal isn't really to do any damage to anything that's not Inteleon. Maybe Dragalge. Maybe we can tank a Draco and then Mirror Coat it to Dragalge. Maybe we'll end up doing that. But this is almost purely for that Inteleon. We have Acheron, our Mega Absol. No base ability this week just because I didn't really care about it. With Close Combat, Ice Beam, Sucker Punch, and Knock Off. We are just specially offensive enough for Ice Beam to guaranteed 2-shot both Sandy Shocks and Gligar. With Magic Bounce, Gligar can't really do anything to us, literally at all. Earthquake will do damage, but not enough for me to care. And then Sandy Shocks, if it's booster speed, can maybe win, but otherwise we should be good to either stay in and just go for the Ice Beam to go for a good amount of damage. If it's not booster at all, Knockoff will do about as much, if not a little more. And, I mean, Sucker Punch, in case he gets set up with his Inteleon or Celebi. Knockoff is just, it's Knockoff. CC help if he wants to bring in his Incineroar on a knockoff. We then threaten it with CC, of course. And yeah, that's Acheron. And then we have Phil, our Hydrapple, with Yachi Berry, of course, with Super Sweet Syrup this week. We can pretend it's for a good reason and not just because this is a post-battle team recap, and I forgot to make it Regenerator. I have Giga Drain, Earth Power, Fickle Beam, and Recover. It's just standard offensive Hydrapple. If he's not running Ice Beam on his Inteleon, we beat it one-on-one every time. If it does, we can potentially live with Yachi Berry and then kill with either Giga Drain or Fickle Beam, depending on his Terra. I mean, what are we speed creeping? I believe we're speed creeping Jellicent. I don't remember for sure. We're speed creeping something slow, so maybe Jellicent. But that doesn't make too much sense. He's just gonna. We're speed creeping something. Just know we're speed creeping something. And then next we have Jormungandr, our Steelix, with a Rocky Helmet this week, rocking Terra Flying with Sturdy as the ability, with Heavy Slam, Roar, Earthquake, and Body Press. Maximum physical bulk, just trying to punish that Scizor whenever we can. If he's pads, Body Press should still be able to do decent damage to it. Roar is in case he tries to set up, of course. Heavy Slam, Earthquake is just good generalized damage across the whole board. We Terra Fly. So in front of Sandy Shocks, it becomes a coin flip on if we Terrafly and he predicts and goes for an electric move, or we don't, and then he goes for a ground move. We die either way in most scenarios, but let's just pretend we don't. Normangander is just a good physical wall into his team. The Terraflying does, of course, allow us to better deal with Scizor, and also makes it so we don't immediately lose to Incineroar. Not that we can really kill back, but after Rocky Helmet Chip, maybe Earthquake can kill it. Probably unlikely, though, but that's fine. And next we have Sephiroth, our Claydol, with a Citrus Berry this week, with Levitate, of course, with Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, and Teleport. Stealth Rock, it's a hazards. Rapid Spin, we don't want to deal with hazards just in case we need it for Phil to survive, and we can't reflect our opponents back at them. And when he has a Gligar, hazards are likely if he brings Gligar. Teleport, of course, allows us to get in our more prominent threats, including our last Pokemon, Ethel, the Cerulege, rocking the Weakness Policy Endure set this week with Weak Armor, with Poltergeist, Bitterblade, and Shadow Sneak, just in case we do not get a Weak Armor boost if we are hit by the Inteleon. At +2, Shadow Sneak can kill after some chip. And hopefully, Cerulege is able to get a late game sweep for us if possible. And if not, well, it is what it is. None of his Pokemon can really take Bolt Stabs except for Incineroar, so we are going to have to weaken Incineroar before we try anything. And yeah, that is our team for this week, and let's get right into the battle. Oh, okay. I need to not just be hitting skip. I did that last time, and it was a problem. Just gonna spin here. He goes Jellicent, that's fine. How much do I take? How much do I take from like max special attack stat? I don't, so I'm actually going to just teleport here. Sin could come in, but I'm good to just knock off here. It won't kill, but it's damage on something. Nothing wants to really come in here. Incin, if it's offensive, does live. I can use them to go into my stakes or aloe, whatever. Scizor, I take its boots. That's good. Boots, Scizor. Knock did 50, which means it's actually some decent speed. Yeah, for Knockoff to do 50... Okay, hold up. That's me It gets me being stupid. Okay, so it actually is pretty bulky. CC has a good chance to kill it. Bullet Punch... It's not banded. Bullet Punch doesn't kill me, so I kind of just want to go for a CC here. I should have gone for Sucker, but Sucker didn't kill. That's Scizor. I also could have just gone Steelix, probably would have been a little better. Not get that damage on my Absol, but that's fine. 31. I outspeed this. No, you saw that it was speedy. Ice Beam doesn't kill from this range, so I'm just gonna go. That doesn't run the Sucker. How much do I need this thing? A lot. I'm just gonna go play it up. If he goes Jellicent again, he goes Jellicent again, but I just want to attempt. Let's get rid of these spikes if I can. Yeah. No, I still don't have to beat this, but I'm gonna go for her quick here. Spin, I don't care about losing this Pokemon. Now he goes Jellicent. I gotta stop skipping. I'm still out of Scald range. I'm just gonna teleport. He hexes, I live, easy. I do die to spikes next time. Just going to fire off another knockoff. Knock into Sucker should kill Int. He just gives me this thing. He reveals he's not Boots. Not Boots on this Incin. I just want to throw off a CC. It has a very low chance to kill. I'm going to do it anyway because he can. He goes Chople. Okay, that's fine. He just kills me, right? Okay. This is momentum in my favor, actually. He goes into this thing. Just going to go Steelix. Just Roar on a likely switch. Flip turn. Okay, that's even more damage. Here comes Sandy Shocks. Get out. It's Int. Inteleon does just kill me. It does. Okay. What do I not? Even if I Terra Fly here, I die. If it's Specs, which it might be. I kind of just want to... I kind of just want to Terra Fly Body Press just to get some damage. If I die, I die. He focus energies, okay. That means it's Shadow Sneak range. Roar here, he gets the kill, that's fine. Is this Shadow Sneak range? I'm like 90% sure it is. Shadow Sneak does up to 32, so yeah. I could have endured there and got the weakness policy boost, but I didn't really need it. I outspeed this. At +1, do I kill Incin with anything? That's range. He revealed he's not Boots, he was Chople. Poltergeist will kill. And I do outspeed, so I kind of want to endure here on the knockoff. And Bitter Blade actually kills for something with a Bitter Blade. Nope, it's tanky. Whatever. because for toxic, so I actually survived the turn. Oh no, he doesn't because it was 2 turns with it. Whatever. I'm gonna go Froggy here. Bro, okay, I'm sick of this guy. Just fucking toxic of every Pokemon. So annoying. Okay. I'm supposed to be Regenerator. The fact that I'm not could have screwed me. Just gonna go for EP here. And that'll be the game. A little messier than it should have. But hey, a win's a win. That is a 2-0 in our favor. GG's to Doncolbus. Seawall.